Liverpool go to Wolves in the Saturday Night Football live on Sky Sports. Will goalkeeper Alisson be fit after missing the last 2 games through injury? Vinny O'Connor was at Arne Slot's news conference earlier. He's already held his. What news did he have on his number one then?
I think there's a good chance that Alisson will return to the side at the weekend, Hayley. Judging from what Arne Slot had to say, at least, and it kind of highlights the quality that Liverpool have got in that position at the moment. Alisson has already kept 3 clean sheets in his 5 appearances this season. Since the injury, Kelleher's come in and done well because Liverpool have conceded chances as well. So there's no real reason to rush Alisson back. They will take a check on him today, obviously, to see whether he's ready. But certainly from what Arne Slot had to say, there's every chance, and the signs are looking good, at least, for Alisson to return to the squad this weekend.
He trained yesterday a part of our session with the group, so we expect him to do the whole session today. So we think he's available, but of course we have to train today. And of course we're really happy with Alisson being back, but I want to emphasize on the fact that Queeve did really well in the 2 games he was on goal for us. So another example of me having 2, and I think even 3 good options in certain position in this in goal.
At the other end of the pitch, Luis Diaz started the season, in sublime form in front of goal. Slot, however, got a bit of a surprise when he heard how many goals the Colombian scored last season.
Yeah, 8 goals. He also had that serious situation when his parents were kidnapped, obviously, so had to deal with things off the pitch, Luis Diaz. But it was still a disappointing return, I suppose, in many respects. And this season, he's kind of been a big part of Liverpool's forward line that is really producing now. It's almost an embarrassment of riches that Arne Slot has up there at the moment. You're looking at Diogo Jota, who scored 2 goals against West Ham in midweek after 4 games without scoring. He, of course, opened his account on the opening day of the season. Mo Salah still producing big numbers, 4 goals in his 7 appearances so far. Gakpo off the mark this season now with 2 against West Ham, following a really impressive performance against AC Milan in the San Siro. And we've seen Darwin Núñez start back-to-back games as well, scoring against Bournemouth, getting off the mark for the season there. Also, Arne Slot's been able to give minutes to Chiesa recently, so we're still waiting to see exactly what he can produce for Liverpool. But in terms of what Luis Diaz is doing at the moment, well, he's Liverpool's top scorer so far this season. 5 goals in 6 appearances so far. Rested against West Ham, of course, but he scored 2 against Bournemouth. Also scored 2 at Old Trafford in that 3-0 win against Manchester United as well. So they're the kind of numbers that Arne Slot knows that Luis Diaz can produce and kind of expects from Luis Diaz as well.
It's mainly also in this last third of the pitch, the quality of the player and the finishing he has, and I think he always had this. And I wasn't even that aware of the fact that how many goals did he score last season? 8. Okay. For me, he was someone who could score a goal, and 8 is for his quality, not of his standards, I would say. But did he play a lot? Did he play every game? Yeah. Okay. So then I think he just comes back to his normal situation. Maybe he was a bit unlucky last season, but a player of his quality will always score a lot of goals in every season.
I think it's fair to say Wolves hadn't had a very good start to the season at all. Slot, you must see this as a bit of an opportunity to continue the good start, of course, at Liverpool.
Yeah, I think Arne Slot kind of put it in context for Wolves, though, as well. He says that they've been given a much more difficult start to the season than Liverpool have had. Yeah, and Arne Slot has also made the point that he's inherited a really, really good squad here at Liverpool. At the same time, of course, he's had to make it work himself and produce results. And we look at his record so far since taking over from Jurgen Klopp and the start of this season. 7 games played, 6 wins in that time. That's 4 out of 5 in the Premier League, of course. 4 clean sheets, just 3 goals conceded, 18 goals scored, just 1 blank, the defeat to Nottingham Forest. And since that defeat, though, it's 11 goals in 3 against Milan, Bournemouth and West Ham as well. So it's coming up to a bit more, another testing time really for Liverpool. They've got these games against Wolves and then Crystal Palace, but then it's Chelsea at home and Arsenal away, and they might provide a bit more of a sterner test. But certainly Arne Slot wants to carry a momentum into those 2 games, starting once again against Wolves this weekend.
It's been a positive start with a small disappointment of us losing at home against Nottingham Forest. I think every home game you lose is a disappointment, especially if it's not against the team that's competing for a top 4 position. Although you never know what Nottingham Forest is going to do this season, but that was definitely a disappointment. But overall, it's been a good start. Not a perfect one, because then we would have won. We should have won the game I was just referring to. But the style we play, the way we play, is still very close, I think, to what you guys were used to for 9 years. And which is quite normal, because we almost have all the same players like Jurgen had. And keeping results going is a good thing. Again, I have to mention about that the fixture list has been good to us, although you never know, maybe in 17 or 18 games these teams that are now on the bottom side of the table maybe go up in the upcoming weeks or months. So it's been a good start, but not a perfect one.
And we said beforehand, Haley, didn't we, that we would ask about contract situation. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, all out of contract in the summer, and it was taken as read from Arne Slot. He's not giving anything away once again. All he would say is that he's happy he can pick them this season, and then we will see what happens after that.